Today, my name is Nick, and welcome to another episode of the Brew Quest. Today's beer is under the dark lager family, and today's beer style is called the Schwarzbier. So for this style example, I'm going to use the Heater Allen beer Schwartz. Now, Heater Allen is out of Oregon. This says crafted in McMinnville, Oregon, and this beer is a Czech style black lager, 4.9% ABV, and this is a pint. I've heard of Heater Allen before. They make, I think, like a bunch of German styles. I know they have like a pretty good Bohemian Pilsner or Czech style Pilsner, and I think they have like a good Rausch beer. So this is actually going to be my first beer from them, but I've heard a lot about them. Now, as far as Schwarzbiers go, I never actually had one. This is like most German styles. I've actually never had a lot of them outside of the ones I've done on the Brew Quest already. So I'm going to turn to the BJCP to read up a little bit on it. So the BJCP lists under impression, it is a dark German lager that balances roasted yet smooth malt flavors with moderate hop bitterness, the lighter body dryness, and lack of a harsh burnt or heavy aftertaste helps make this beer quite drinkable. So that's very promising. It's not going to be like, I'm guessing, like a robust porter, maybe not like a stout. So it's going to be dark, but it's not going to be that bad. So the BJCP also lists under comments, Schwarzbier literally means black beer in German. While sometimes called a black pils, the beer is rarely as dark as black or as bitter as a pils. Don't expect strong roasted porter-like flavors. This style is actually going to be pretty interesting. I usually tend to move towards like darker beer styles, like robust porters and stouts, and even that imperial stout that I just had, the Shadow of a Doubt by Russian River. I actually really liked it. So let's see how this one actually turns out. I'm gonna pour out the beer and let's take a look at it. I'll be right back after this. Alright, let's take a look at this beer. It kind of came out pretty good. It wasn't a lot of head in the beginning, and when it was head, it was like a nice light brown. Not as like brown as like a stout or like a porter, but it still had some like brownish color to it. It's not completely dark actually, so when I hold this up to the light, on the edges you see this like amber dark red color. Even on the bottom you can kind of see through it, so it's not as dark as a stout or a porter, but it looks pretty good, so let's get a nose on it. I am getting a lot of roasted quality, roasted notes to it. It's not super strong though, but I'm not really getting any like hop presence in it at all. I'm just getting like more of a subtle roasted, like a little bit softer than a porter, I would say. It looks pretty good, so let's try it out. Cheers. Wow, that's really good. Okay, the first thing I noticed about this beer is that I'm kind of expecting a little bit more roastiness to come out, like coffee, chocolate-ish. Maybe something like a porter, but that's not what you get. You do get some kind of like toasted, burnt malt kind of in there, but it's not strong. It's very mellow. It's very, if like stouts and like imperial robust porters are like heavy to medium, this is like medium to light on the roastiness, on the burntness of the malt in here. The mouthfeel is great, just medium to thin in that range. Not that much bitterness at all. It's like at the finish, and it's not even a lot. It's like barely there. to be honest. So I think like the reason I like this beer is that it kind of does remind me of a Pilsner, like those kind of lagers, but with like just a little bit of that malty roasted component to it. Like if I just want like a nice clean crisp Pilsner, but I wanted a little bit of roasty malts in there, I'd pick this up. And to be honest, I actually really like it. I'm gonna have to start looking for more of these kind of styles. Yeah, this actually might do pretty well on my list, so let's take a look at where I would put this on my beer ranking list. So Robust Porter is 16, Imperial Porter is 14. Like, you know what? I actually kind of like this more than that. Do I like it more than the honey beer and the blonde ale? You know what? I think I do. Yeah, nope, this is gonna go right after honey and right after honey and right before blonde. So I'm gonna make this number 12. So coming in at number 12 is the Schwarzbier. So like, let me just kind of recap. I like that this beer is very easily to drink. Very easy to drink. It's not intimidating at all. I know the color kind of makes it look like, oh, this looks a little weird or a little tough, or it's gonna be a lot thicker than it is. But it drinks really well. It drinks like a Pilsner if you're into Pilsners, if you're into I don't know, light lagers. Yeah, it's only like 4.9%. What did I say? Yeah, 4.9% ABV, and in a hot day, easily crush this. Even like on a day right now, like the temperature right now is about, I want to say 70, and I'm drinking this no problem. I think the main thing about this is perception. Like, it's dark, so you're thinking roasted coffee flavor or any kind of roasted malt flavor, but it just like has just enough of roasted flavor to basically make up for the color. Like, you know there's going to be some roasted flavor in this, and it just gives you like the bare minimum, but like in a good way. I don't know, like now that I'm trying more styles, like I know there's some days where I'm like, I don't want anything too sour, or I want like a stout, or I want a porter, but I don't want like super intense roasty flavors. Kind of want it to be easy drinking. And now I have a beer style to try out, to try more of. I don't know if all Schwarzbiers are going to be exactly like this or even close to this, but hopefully they are, and I actually can't wait to try out more. But yeah, Heater Allen makes a pretty good Schwarzbier, and I really enjoy the style. It's number 12 on the list, and yeah, it's a great beer. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. My favorite dark lager is probably going to be the Schwarzbier.